What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the Granddad Wooly, and you are here for the second DEW takeover. DEW.
DEW. DEW.
And if you hear that voice in the back, that is my co-host and DEW partner in crime, the unstoppable Bloodbath. Bloodbath, tell them what's going on.
You already know what the fuck going on, y'all. This that square circle talk featuring some games. So we're gonna get the games out of the way so we can talk that wrestling talk.
That's what we really here for. You know, we just got to do our job. We just talking them games so we don't get fired, motherfucker. That's what it is. But before we get into that, y'all, like I said, we appreciate everybody who coming through. As you can see, there is no BZ, there is no Tyler. The Detroit connection is gone. BZ is doing one of his vacations right now, so wish him well. A good relaxation for you, my brother. And Tyler's out there still getting to the paper. So safe travels with you, Tyler, and we hope to see them next week. Hopefully, both of them next week if they're back for our gaming week with some Uno. So that should be fun. So shout out to them. But you get us niggas tonight, and you better like it, motherfucker, because ain't no way around it. And it's WrestleMania weekend. It couldn't have been better. It was all pre-planned. Look, the Lord blessed us at the right time with some DW. You know what I'm saying?
It all came together.
It all came together at the perfect time. Couldn't have been no better time. All right, before we get into that, though, we're going to talk about the games we played. And then we're going to, like I said, run through a couple of stories in the gaming industry because some things did happen this past week and a half. So, Bloodbath, what you been playing lately?
All right. I played 2K with y'all. I don't want to talk about it, though.
We don't have to refer to that.
Nope.
Is the stream still around? No?
No.
Good.
I didn't put that on YouTube.
So you're a good man for that because nobody need to see what happened there.
No. And then I played other 2K, the wrestling 2K. I've been playing that. I've actually been really getting into my faction mode. I like it. Like I didn't think I would like it as much, but I'm really getting into it. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. And I played more Uncharted 4. That's the only one I haven't finished yet, just Uncharted 4. So I played that for a little bit. And I think that's it. I'm gonna probably get into Apex soon because they got the new event right now. But that's really all I played. I only played a couple things.
Okay. All right. So for me, like I said, 2K with y'all. We ain't gonna talk about it. What happened. The past is in the past. We will do better. Also, I did play some Apex as well. Got a couple dubs. Did pretty good. Actually, I got a really dope. I gotta post that clip, but I got a really dope kill streak, which led me to kill leader. I was catching bodies, nigga. And then I lost on some whole shit, but it's all good, you know. It happens. It's Apex. But no, I had some good time playing that. Also played a little bit more Mortal Kombat 11, trying to get myself still sharpening on the steel. You know, felt like I got out of that game, so I'm getting back into it. And I dabbled a little bit more into some more WWE 2K, not as much as I wanted to, because I've been so busy. But yeah, I want to definitely try my faction mode. Things like that. So mostly I just been kind of like, playing some like different matches and just kind of still getting used to the gameplay and the mechanics of everything. But I'm still liking it. I just got to get more into it. I did get the new Kirby game. I just not have started it yet, which I'm upset. But the new Kirby game I do have. I played the demo. The demo was great. So I already know the game is going to be dope. I just got to get time to sit down and play the shit. But that's the next one on my mind. I also play some more Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. I did play some more of that as well. And that's pretty much it, yo. So let's go ahead and get into these damn topics. I guess we'll do that. But yeah, so like I said, I was playing Horizon Forbidden West, and speaking of, which is a PlayStation exclusive, and speaking of PlayStation just announced that they are going to be relaunching a new and improved, I guess you want to say, version of PlayStation Plus going into the near future. Now, PS Plus is going to launch in June with 700 plus games and more value than ever, they say. So if you have a PlayStation Plus membership now, I think it's like $60 a year. And basically you need PlayStation Plus to, play online. You needed to get they have the PlayStation Plus collection where you can get free games every month and all this other good stuff. So PlayStation Plus is pretty much a necessity to have when you have your PlayStation. You got to have PS Plus if you really want to get all the functionality out of your system. So now that they're rebranding it, And what they're essentially doing is they're taking PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now and they're putting them together. They're combining them because PlayStation Now was sort of like the Game Pass, I guess you would say, of PS to combat Xbox, but it wasn't as good because they didn't give any new games. It was a lot of old games, PS3, old PS4 games, maybe some PS5, but not actually. There's no PS5 on PS Now, but they decided to combine both together and relaunch it in June, and it's going to be in a tier system actually. So there's going to be a PlayStation Plus Essential, PlayStation Plus Extra, and then a PlayStation Plus Premium. So I'm looking at the tiers right now. So the Essential is going to be $9.99. Well, if you're looking at the screen with me, they're different prices depending on what part of the world you live in. So in the USA where we live, it's $9.99 a month, $24.99 every quarter, and $59.99 yearly. So that's pretty much the same price that you're getting right now for PlayStation Plus with the Essential. But if you bump it up to the Extra, then you're gonna pay Basically, it's $14.99 a month, $39.99 every quarter, and $100, $99.99 a year. And then if you get the big boy, the Premium, they talking about $17.99 a month, $49.99 a quarter, and $119.99 yearly. And with what you get out of the higher levels in the Plus, you get all the benefits from the Essential tier, which is pretty much what you get right now with PlayStation Plus, plus 400 more PS4 and PS5 games that are downloadable to play. And with the Premium, you get more games. So that's where that 700 plus games comes in, where you get all those 700 plus games from PlayStation 1, 2, PSP, pretty much every generation of PlayStation. You have at your fingertips with this PS Premium version, as well as all of the glorious things you can get with regular PlayStation Plus. So my question is, how do you feel about this tier system? Like, do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to be something that people are going to gravitate towards or going to want to go ahead and make that jump to? Do you think people care enough to want to spend $120 a month to play games from PS1 all the way up to PS5?
It's 120 a year. You said 120 a month.
No, yeah, 120 a year. My bad. Not 120 a month.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna get it personally because I don't have PS Now right now, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
You're not. You're not.
I'm gonna stick with the Essential version, but I see what they're trying to do. But it really all comes down to what all they add, because they're saying, "Oh, you're gonna be able to play like." So if you get the plus version, the one extra, whatever, the middle tier, you get to play like PS4 games and stuff. But then I don't know what games are going to add. And then there's the ultimate when you play PS1, PS2 games. We still don't know what those are yet. So I feel like this announcement, it needs better examples of what games are specifically going to be available. So I don't see many people converting until we see evidence of what games we're supposed to be getting with our money. And it's still weird that they don't offer day one releases, which they said they're not going to do. But somehow it still costs more than Game Pass.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm looking at too. Is like the price is it's up there. Like that premium, that's $120 a year, and for all that, yeah, like you said, we don't know essentially what games they're gonna have to bring out for this to really be enticing. They got to bring out some of the classics on all the generations, all of them at once. I mean, I'm talking the lineup has to be ridiculously good to justify that price, because seeing as they're not going to give us day one releases, or even like, it doesn't even have to be day one releases, but it could be like, okay, a game comes out and then a month later you get it on the premium, something like that. It doesn't have to be day one like Game Pass does, but for the price you're paying, like I don't see myself needing to pay an extra, because I paid the yearly subscription right now of $60. I don't see myself paying another $60 just to play 4 generation old games that I don't know what I'm getting and don't know if I'm going to be interested in playing, because I pretty much have probably already played those games. There's rarely any PS1, PS2 games that I said, oh, I wish I would have played that. Like usually I probably already played everything I want to play. There's no surprises out there. And having cloud gaming for the PS3 stuff and, all the other stuff they're going to have, I still don't feel like it's enough. Now, they do say that there are time limited game trials. So that's probably the closest thing you're going to get to not even a day one, but it's like, okay, maybe they'll say, okay, the God of War trial is now on PS Premium, and that's where they're going to entice people to be able to kind of try a demo version. So basically, they're going to give you demos of the new games, but you're not going to be able to still get those on day one like Game Pass does. So I still feel like Game Pass has the edge over even this thing that PlayStation is doing. And I love PlayStation, but I got to be real with it. I'm still not thinking this is going to be a serious competitor to what Game Pass is offering. Game Pass is offering too much good of a service. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's well more thought. It's more thought on put together. They're constantly updating it. They're releasing day ones. Like I play Halo Infinite. Like, I don't play Halo, but it was on Game Pass day one, and I ended up playing and platinum in that whole game. I went to and played the story. I did all the achievements, and I never did it with a Halo, but I was really enjoying it. And I was also like, wow, I didn't even really essentially pay full price for this game, but I got the entire game experience, and that's really dope. So
yeah, y'all ran through the whole Gear series because
exactly, exactly. Yeah, me and B, we ran through the entire Gear series because of Game Pass, and you know, like I said, like with PlayStation, yeah, you can probably go back and revisit the entire God of Wars if you want to, but I played all those. I played all the Uncharted. I played all the Tomb Raiders and all the games that are the first party games that are coming out. So I don't see until I see this lineup that they offer. I don't see what they're gonna really offer. And if they're and mind you, I said they're combining PlayStation Now. So if they're only gonna roll in what's on PlayStation Now and then just throw in a couple extra games, that's not worth it to me.
It's not.
That's not. So they need to revamp PlayStation Now completely from the ground up and add some new games in there. Take out some games that they know people aren't streaming. They can look at their algorithms or whatever it is. Say, hey, nobody's been playing this game. Let's get rid of that. Let's throw this in there. Make some people excited. Make this feel like it is a refresh. Because right now, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to stick to my $60 subscription a year until I see what we're getting for that extra amount of money. But at least they're trying something. So I'm gonna just gonna wait and see what happens. We got until June. They got a couple months. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear more in the future upcoming about what's gonna be offered in these new PlayStation Plus tiers. But right now, I'm gonna stick where I'm at. I'm good. Which online service you prefer? PC don't pay for online. Okay. PC Master. Okay. Anyway. Lord. Anyway, so speaking of things that are going to be upcoming, another thing that's upcoming that people are waiting for comes from the world of Nintendo, and it is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 sequel. And there is an update that has been released about the sequel. Just came out, the video a couple days ago. Basically, they're saying they need more time, y'all. They said
saying they need more time for the game.
They said we need more time. We're talking a year, nigga. I'm like, a year, nigga. But they said, here goes some more gameplay. They holding y'all. Oh Lord. That shit never coming out. They showing the same shit from last year, bro. They just put some different sprites on there. I ain't stupid. I saw this shit last time. Yo, real talk. Look, I love Nintendo. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the hugest Zelda fan. I'm not, but I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild when it came out. With that being said, bruh, I don't mind waiting because like I get it. If the game is just as good as the first Breath of the Wild and they need more time, by all means. But I know we were hoping to get this Breath of the Wild game this year, probably as a holiday release or something like that. But they're like, nah, player, we gonna need some more time, which is understandable. Yeah, very understandable.
Everybody's saying it like almost every other week. Some company is saying we need to push our game back right now. Like,
right.
I see it all the time. So I'm not really surprised, honestly, because I mean, I'm not hurt as long as the game still says coming out.
Yeah.
Once we start seeing companies start canceling games, that's when I'm gonna start getting nervous. But you know what I'm saying? Asking for more time, I'm cool with that as long as your game is good.
I mean, yeah.
If the game ain't good, ooh, we're gonna talk about that.
That's the thing. And I think, like Zelda's such a safe IP. Like honestly, it's an untouchable. It's one of the things that just can't be like, no matter what, people are gonna love Zelda. So it's solidified. So this being pushed back ain't gonna hurt it. People aren't gonna be, they're gonna be upset, of course, but they already know what Nintendo when Nintendo really puts their best foot forward with these Zelda games, they come out amazing. I mean, and they got the last game to bank off of that. So
Yeah.
I don't think people are really worried or anything like that. It's upsetting for those people who probably expected it this year. But look, that new Kirby just hit. That new Kirby gonna be that fat. Get that new Kirby. You know what I'm
I've been
saying?
seeing good things about that new Kirby
Yeah,
too.
the new Kirby, the new Splatoon about to drop this year in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
There's games that's dropping, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully, I ain't look. They ain't said nothing about Bayonetta since they did that damn trailer. But hopefully, we get Bayonetta. Like Nintendo still got some shit this year, and if we have to make that the big spring release for next year, so be it. And like I said, if it's anything like the first Breath of the Wild, everybody will be pleasantly surprised or pleasantly satisfied with the results of the time extension that they needed to make this game. But yeah, look, it's like that. Forspoken, Zelda, Metroid, all the games, they need more time. That's a lot. It's not like it was back in the day, y'all, where they had to just like plug in a couple numbers and boom, the game's done. It's like it's a lot of time to take these games, into development, and with the constant changes and wanting to make things right, it's a lot. So look, let them do their
I
job.
think the only game right now that we've been looking forward to that hasn't been delayed yet is God of War. But at this
So
rate, they're
far,
probably gonna
they just ain't dropped their release yet. They ain't just dropped their
yeah.
statement yet. That's what it is. They gonna wait.
See, that's how you avoid all of this. Just keep saying it's gonna be ready when it's ready, and you ain't
Right.
gotta you don't gotta delay nothing.
Or just don't say
we
shit.
never
Just be
told
quiet as
you when
fuck.
it's coming out.
Right.
Like,
Just be quiet. That's why I low key respect Bayonetta 3, because we like they announced it and then nobody said shit for years. They didn't say shit. They was like, hey, we ain't gonna say shit till we got something to show. And then they showed something and said, all right, so we'll be back when we got more shit to show. And they ain't said shit else. So I respect the silence. It's sometimes frustrating, but I respect it. It is what it is. So
it's low key the same thing with a Hollow Knight Silk Song. They said we got new Hollow Knight coming out. We ain't heard shit since. And that was a couple years ago at this point.
Right.
They say it's gonna drop when it's ready, and we just have to sit there and wait for it.
Pretty much. Like, we gonna do it too. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but what we don't gotta wait for, because these niggas stay cranking out the good shit. Apex Legends coming out with another event, the Warriors Collection event.
That came out today.
It came out today. Look, I said they don't waste no time. They don't waste no time out here. So yeah, a new collection event coming out for Apex. Look, y'all. Y'all know. Look, I stay on the Apex, y'all. I was out the gate. I wasn't fucking with it. I was wrong. I've seen my ways of error and I changed it. But control, but look, it's fire now, and they brought control back, y'all. Look, they need to just keep control. Like if they're bringing it back, this means that it was a success, and they just need to go ahead and keep that thing. Keep control up in here. Now BZ gonna be about that action once again, because I'm telling them that Janet Jackson's back. They got a new arenas map drop off. Yep. I've not tried it yet, but that's dope that we're getting the new arenas map. So that'll make arenas more exciting to play.
Next-gen updates too.
That's true.
They finally got a PS5 and Xbox Series X update that came out today.
Yep.
So we get
so that shit gonna be looking. Yep. That shit gonna be looking extra crispy. Extra crispy. So make sure, like I said, if y'all play Apex, y'all update your games. If it ain't already updated, y'all get on this Warriors Collection event. Y'all go to play the new arenas. Y'all play some
Crypto
Control.
got an heirloom now too. Did you see it?
Oh, he do?
Yeah, Crypto got like this foldable sword type of thing.
Nigga, like when they gonna get, bro? I see it. Yeah, I see it, bro. When they gonna fuse the heirloom, nigga? Shit.
I don't know. What do you think his heirloom will be?
Nigga, get him a gun. Get him another blick. I don't know. Get him a fucking. I don't know.
A gun that can't be an heirloom.
You're right. I don't know. Give him something, bro. Give him something, nigga. I want an heirloom too, nigga. I feel left out and shit. I'm like, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, I also play Revenant. He's got an heirloom, but I want to fuse heirloom.
I don't have any heirlooms.
Sad to say.
For none for nobody.
It's a sad day. It's a sad day, but you ain't got an heirloom.
And like, it's crazy. I be seeing people who play less than me. They got heirlooms, and I be like, what?
Right. I'm so cheap with Apex. I don't even got, when you drop in and you be doing the emote, the little dances, the emotes and shit. I ain't got none of them shits.
I got those. Because I usually buy the battle pass. I buy the battle pass pretty much every season. So I end up getting the skydive emotes and stuff.
Right. So here, like,
I ain't got no heirlooms.
I be thinking about it, but then I be like, nah, you don't need that. Or you look, the game is free for a reason. That's why I said, one day I'm gonna buy a battle pass, because they be trying to give it to me, and I be saying no all the time. But sometimes I be tempted. And yeah, y'all. So that's pretty much all we got for gaming news. And now it's time to do what we really came here to do.
Absolutely.
You know, and look to the haters out there. Look, just stick around. Just stick around. You'd be surprised how much DEW,
DEW.
DEW, DE. Look, we done changed the logo on y'all niggas.
Y'all even know?
DEW. Y'all don't even know.
DEW.
We here.
DEW.
You ain't talking about the
Why
Apex.
don't we talk about the Apex leaks?
Nigga, we just
Apex always has leaks.
they always have leaks, bro.
They have stuff leak all the time over there. This was a bigger leak than usual.
What you doing is leaking into our DEW time with this bullshit that we don't look. That's what you doing, Diogen. Okay, you leaking into the DEW segment because we already know what Apex be on that bullshit with the leaks. But yeah, like shout out to the leaks. Y'all always everywhere fucking up shit. Very consistent. Leaks are very consistent. Gotta give them that. Always spoiling the party. But yeah, y'all. DEW Takeover number 2. We back at it. Bloodbath. It is WrestleMania weekend. Week. We're approaching WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania is 2 nights again this year, Saturday and Sunday. A lot's going on. A lot of speculation. A lot of things are transpiring. So what I want to do is I want to kind of go through sort of different scenarios. I'm going to start off with a feud or a scenario. Actually, I'm going to start off with something that kind of irks me, first of all, before anything.
Get it off your chest, player.
Look. All right, so look. I don't understand. Why do we do this to our good brothers in the world? Ricochet. This man was just crowned the new Intercontinental Champion, right?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Why this nigga losing 3 times in a row? Why this nigga losing to Austin Theory in record time? Who is doing this to this, bruh? To bums, bruh.
Angel Garza and niggas like, what?
Why is this man why are they doing this to this man? Why put the title on Ricochet just to embarrass him more? And the title. This man is going into WrestleMania with no momentum.
None. What
do you think? We gonna feel sorry for Ricochet because he's losing to Angel Garza? No, nigga. We gonna like this nigga's a bum for losing to a bum. We don't, and we're not gonna care about this match that he's got coming up. It was a triple threat match. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. Even if he wins, which he should win because he shouldn't lose the title. But that's not. I don't like how they book a Ricochet. I do not like how they're booking Ricochet. I said Ricochet is a clean candidate if they build him right to be a world title contender. If they build him right, I said put the Intercontinental title on him. They did that. I thought they listened to me. I thought these niggas took a hard left and said, "Oh, you mean to win the title and win? Nah, bro, we can't. That's too much. You asking for?
Nah.
They said they was asking
for that makes too much sense. They don't want to do something like that,
bro.
He out here just losing,
and you losing to bums as the champion going into WrestleMania. Who hates you, my man? Who hates you back there? Somebody. Vince, you must have pissed Vince off or Bruce, somebody back there. I don't fucking know, bro. But with that being said, he does have a match at WrestleMania against. They're probably gonna put it as a pre-show. I bet they do. I bet they will. Against Angel Garza and what's the other dude? Humberto.
Yeah, that's on. I think it's on day 2.
Which also doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. So look, as long as he retains the title, and from this he comes out of this, and they actually put him in a legitimate feud and make him look a little stronger, because they can't keep doing Ricochet like this. Like, there's no point in putting the title on him. They've been ever since Big E lost that title. That Intercontinental title has been worthless for the most part.
I'm checking, and I don't think that match is at WrestleMania. I think it's just on SmackDown on Friday.
Wow, they holding my nigga. They holding my nigga. They holding my nigga. I hate, bro. Look, prayers up for Ricochet. Prayers up for Ricochet, y'all.
Him and Finn Balor. But at least Finn Balor not on TV getting beat up as a new champ.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He ain't getting beat up. They holding Ricochet. They just doing Finn Balor dirty. It's different. Look, the mid card is just the mid card champions, and the mid card in general is just a whole bunch of dog shit right now. Yeah. And they need to really revamp it. I don't know how, but man,
all we can do is just hope that everything gets fixed post Mania. Because like WrestleMania is like the Raw after WrestleMania is like the reset. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like it's like the season premiere for like
right?
the WWE. For,
It
like, the next
should,
year.
but has it? Look, bruh, this WWE we're talking about. They just continue with the same bullshit with a new coat of paint. That's what they do. But
That's what they've been doing lately. Yeah.
So here's the second thing I need to get off my chest real quick. They brought back the Almighty Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
The feud with Almost. This man unjustifiably lost his title due to injury, and you bring him back early to go against Almost.
All this black on black crime. It just makes no sense.
Now, here's the problem with that. You build it up Almost as this monster, right? It's an unstoppable monster. You're trying to make him the new Great Khali or whatever it is. You got Bobby Lashley, who got the title back, could have had a great run, a great second run with the title if he wouldn't have had that injury to deal with. And now he's back, and people want him to be booked strong and to get back into the title picture. But you can't make Almost lose at the same time. So now Bobby Lashley's going to have to take a loss to Almost, which is going to kind of hurt Bobby Lashley in a way. That doesn't make any sense to put them two together. Like, I get it. You're trying to make Almost look like he's like this dominant force, but you don't need Bobby Lashley to do that. Lashley could have waited till after Mania to come back. After Roman and Brock had their situation, he could have came back and says, all right, I'm back to get my title. That's what you do with Bobby. You don't have him come back early to face Almost for no goddamn reason just to make Almost look good. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, there's no real reason to be having this match. There's no good feud or storyline reason for it. They just doing some shit. Like
right.
We have time for an extra match. Oh, Lashley's coming back. Shit, let's just throw him at Almost.
They should have just put Almost in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal shit and had him wreak havoc and win that shit. That's what they could have did with Almost. Have him dominate that whole Battle Royal and then win that shit. And have him have that as an accolade to start off with and then work his way in there. It makes no sense. And Beans was like, Beans said they didn't expect Bobby to be ready. Even if he was ready, even if he was cleared, wait till after Mania, have him come back on the Raw after Mania, and whoever's the champion, whether it was Brock or if it was Roman, but yo, I never lost that title, or at least the half of whatever title has been unified. So I'm up next. And they start that feud with Bobby Lashley and Brock, which people still want to see, or Bobby Lashley and Roman, which will also be good. But I make too much goddamn sense around here, apparently.
Yep.
I make too much goddamn sense. So
way too much.
So again, they are hoeing our good brothers. And shout out to Big E, who was recovering still from that broken neck. We got Big E with a broken neck. We got Ricochet with a broken spirit, and we got Bobby Lashley with just a broken situation being a part of this bullshit with Almost. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Also, major announcement. Triple H said he officially retired from all in-ring action the other day.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
yes.
in an interview with Stephen A. Smith, he said after the heart thing, he just can't do it no more. But he did say he's gonna get back to doing more behind the scenes work, just like at a slower pace. So he gonna be around. Let's see if anything changes when he finally gets back to working for real.
Hopefully he gets to go back to being in charge of NXT. Because like I did see that interview as well, and the whole situation that Hunter went through. So it's good to hear that he's still alive and still around, because it was looking bad for him. They say he's got a defibrillator in his heart now, or in his chest. So yeah, there's definitely no chance for him to be able to be wrestling again, which is unfortunate. But he's had a great career, very accomplished career, inside and outside of the ring. So I just hope that he gets back to enough good health for him to be able to go back and run ship at NXT, because there's a whole bunch of bullshit over there right now, and make NXT as great as it could be. I don't know if he's going to be able to take over the company at this point. I think Vince is going to hand over the keys now. I think it's going to go over to somebody else with Hunter's health at question, unless Hunter gets back to a really good health standing. But, at least he's still here, because, we just lost Scott Hall. And if we would have lost Hunter as well, we would lose all of the Click. The Click would have been, hurt for that one. So
that would have been terrible.
That would have been really bad. So, shout out to Triple H. Congrats on the amazing career you've had, and I hope you enjoy your retirement, and hope that whatever you do behind the scenes does help the company, because Lord knows Lord knows, we need you to do something. We need you to get back there because people miss you back there, and what influence you've put on the wrestling business thus far.
Absolutely.
Going back to WrestleMania though, another feud that I'm gonna get to the feuds where I just don't care about or don't understand, but the whole tag team scenario with the
which one? There's a couple of
both of them. Just I don't care, bro.
So you want to talk about the Logan Paul and the Miz versus the Mysterios one? Is that one you're talking about?
All of it, bro. All these tag team matches just they don't make no sense. First of all, why is like the Miz? I get it. The Miz got to be on WrestleMania in some form. They got to have this Logan Paul wearing a lucha mask for some reason. I don't know why he's out here wearing a lucha libre mask. You know, making thinking this Nacho Libre or some shit. But and then and it's just it's the whole, and I get it. It's the whole thing. It's like he's mocking because he's going because of the Mysterio and stuff like that. I get it. It's a mocking thing, but it's just like I don't care about this match. We already know what's gonna happen. The Mysterios are gonna win. We already know this. It's always it's gonna be booked this way.
But there has to be some type of celebrity element. You know what I'm saying? They always do that for WrestleMania. They always do it.
Yeah, they have to do it.
Now that we've seen Bad Bunny, he set the new standard for celebrity appearance.
I want to see Bad Bunny come back, bro. Like put Bad Bunny in a singles match with some. That's what I want to see. I don't care about anybody else on there doing. I don't care about Johnny Knoxville. I don't care about Logan Paul. Bring Bad Bunny back because he seems to get it. He gets it. He cares about the business, and he like every time he's come into the ring, he's done his thing. So I ain't mad at him. So Bad Bunny is good in my book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, so all these the tag team title scenario, like with RK Bro, I still don't think Alpha Academy should have lost those titles. I really don't think Alpha Academy should have lost those titles. So at that point, I really don't, and I don't know why. I don't see why they couldn't have held those titles into WrestleMania and then had a rematch with RK Bro. But like Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis have been doing such a good job building that team up as a good heel tag team, and then they end up getting the titles just to lose them in like no time. I don't like that. Like they should have helped. They should still be the tag team champions on Raw.
They do so much good like character work.
It's like, so much good character work. So much good.
Because Otis is completely different than he was when he was with Heavy Machinery. Like
right. Yeah.
They really made him more interesting. They give him stuff to do now. Like
yeah, like him because him and Chad Gable are actual friends in real life, so they have a lot better connection than him and Tucker Knight. The Otis and Tucker Knight did. So you can just tell that they have fun doing this Alpha Academy thing. And like I said, it shows in their ring performance, the promos, everything. So when they got those titles, I was like, yes, that's who needs to have the championships right now. So when they lost it, I was like, here go WWE again, messing up a good thing. So like, I don't know. And then I'm not even sure, like, wait, cause like who's because RK Bro's taking on
It's a triple threat.
It's a triple threat. It's a triple threat.
It's RK Bro, the Street Profits,
and Alpha Academy. Right. So Street Profits have kind of waned for me a little bit. They kind of lost their steam to me. I feel like they need a heel turn. I feel like it's time for a Street Profits heel turn. I think that's what they need right now because I feel like they've become this tag team comedy act to kind of feel like a New Day Junior. But remember when New Day first came out, they were baby faces and nobody liked them. Now people like Street Profits coming out, but they're starting to get a little stale. So I feel like if they do a surprise heel turn in some way, shape, or form, I think it'll really set off well, and I think it'll be good for their characters. I want to see them. I want to see them as heels. I do want to see them as heels. So I think that's so. Honestly, I want Alpha Academy. I want Alpha Academy to win the titles back. You know, I don't want. So what I want to see is I want to see Alpha Academy win the titles back. They kind of have a push. RK Bros is a babyface team, so you know, and I feel like Alpha Academy is a good heel team, but we still need another heel team and the Street Profits to come around, or maybe Alpha Academy can make that turn to become baby faces at some point. Because I think it's possible. I think it's possible they can do that if because people do like them. So
how much longer do you think we're gonna have RK Bro? How long until they're
gonna break up eventually? I think they were supposed to break up like a while ago, but they just don't have any tag teams, and people like RK Bro. I think so.
RK Bro is like a good moneymaker for them right now. So
exactly.
them up yet. I think they'll probably last until like SummerSlam.
Yeah. So I think eventually, because what I feel like is Matt Riddle or Riddle needs to be pushed into that main event scene. Like Orton has done it, has seen it all, done it all. Like, he can still do his, have a few here and there. But I feel like it's time for Riddle to kind of move up to that next level. They've been kind of toying with it here and there, and I feel like him being in this tag team is holding him back at this point. He's won the titles a couple times. He's got the stamp of approval from Randy Orton. The crowd loves him. He's over. Have this breakup. Have Randy turn heel on Riddle. Have Riddle and Orton have a match at SummerSlam. Have Riddle go over, beat Randy, and then move on to the title picture, and then actually win that title. I think that's where we need to go with Riddle. At some point, he needs to have that world title at some point between now and next year. And they need to do it while he's still, a hot baby face and everybody's on his side. Going to the SmackDown side with the Usos. Usos, like I said, I want them just like Roman. Keep the titles on them because the bloodline, they the money. They're the money over at SmackDown. Keep the titles on them. There's really nobody over there anyway. Like Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs, they're not gonna win the titles, and they shouldn't win. They should not win the titles. Again, Nakamura does not need to be in the tag team. Nakamura needs to be built up like he should have when he had the IC title to face Roman. He should have been one in the next in line to face Roman. Instead, they botched this entire title run. We didn't see him at all, or we barely saw him.
Didn't.
And they made him a comedy act with Rick Boogs. And now we got this whole thing with him and Rick Boogs, who I'm not too big of a fan of. So we're going to get this match. The Usos are going to win, as they should.
I don't have nothing to say about this match. As long as the Usos win, I'm happy.
As they should.
There's no reason for them to lose. But now my new question is, how do you think they're going to roll in the next Uso? Because they have their other brother down in NXT right now, Solo Sikoa, and he's like Jimmy J's like actual brother. They say, so like then they can add another member to the bloodline. How long do you think they're going to wait to do that?
I think that's going to be a while. He doesn't even have a name yet, really. In NXT, he hasn't built himself up in NXT. I think what he needs to do, if they're smart, keep him in NXT, have him work up the ranks, have him end up becoming NXT champion, and then have him show up. Now, mind you, this is if Roman still has the title, if the Usos still have the title. I don't know how long it's going to take, but have him come up and have him just show up on SmackDown, NXT champion with the bloodline, holding gold as well. That'll make a powerful statement right there. It says the bloodline extends also into NXT. And then you'll see the Usos showing up in NXT here and there. You'll see Roman showing up in NXT here and there. Things like that, and make the bloodline just stretch throughout the brands. That would be dope.
I do like the idea of him coming in with his own belt too. That would add a lot of power to the bloodline. Like,
exactly.
That would be really
either
good.
have him become the North American champion or the NXT champion, one or the other. Have him have some gold on him. Have him kind of just show up on SmackDown. Boom, solidified, easy, and that's what it is. So yeah, so Solo definitely do it. I mean, like I said, if you want to fast track him, because he's good in the ring, fast track him to the North American title. Have him get some wins under his belt, get him to a big NXT show or pay-per-view, have him take the NXT title or North American title, and then start that transition to him being ingrained into the bloodline, but that NXT representation of it. I think that'll be dope.
I feel you. All right, so I'm looking at WrestleMania Day 1. So far, we talked about The Miz and Mysterio's match. We talked about that one. What else is on Day 1? We just finished talking about the Usos. So only a couple more things on Day 1 that we haven't addressed yet. We haven't addressed the Stone Cold and Kevin Owens thing.
What you think gonna happen?
No, nigga. I think they saying it's just gonna be the KO show featuring Stone Cold. So it's just gonna be him, Kevin Owens sitting there talking to Stone Cold for like 5 minutes. He gonna get stunnered. They gonna drink beer, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them segments. I don't think it's gonna be obviously it's not gonna be a match. It's not gonna be a fight. It'll be a situation where they're gonna go back and forth. They're both good on the mic, and maybe I think Kevin Owens is gonna get some offense on Stone Cold. But then Stone Cold's gonna mount to come back, obviously. Hit him with the stunner, shit talk, get the beers out, all that good stuff. Everybody's happy. That's what's gonna happen. So let's just see what happens. But like I said, I just don't want to see Stone Cold actually in a match. It's not necessary. He better not be in the match. He better not come out in a ring gear. If he don't, he better come out in a hat and some jeans and a t-shirt and some sun. Like he better come. I want to see Broken Skull Ranch Stone Cold. Nigga. That's what I'm trying to see.
If I see him walk out there in a vest and one of them big ass knee braces he wear,
I'm gonna say you better turn around. You better turn your old ass around, brother. We ain't here to see all that. Nope. But yeah,
I mean, on night one is Charlotte and Ronda.
Man, this feud has been doo-doo butter. Look, first of all, I never cared about Charlotte ever being the title, the champion at all.
Nope, not once.
And I said I don't want Ronda and Charlotte. I wanted Ronda and Becky because that would have been a better story. But obviously, Charlotte has to get her way. She has to politic her way in. And it is what it is because, Charlotte's on SmackDown. Fox wanted Ronda over there because she's the bigger name. It's all business. I get it. What I don't like is that this whole feud is just not that good. The promo work hasn't been good. They've been botching segments. Ronda on her past promo, she said instead of saying SmackDown, she said Women's SmackDown Champion. She said, or is it SmackDown Raw? She said, why do we call it that anyway? She just kind of goes off on this tangent. She just does her own thing.
Is terrible at promos.
She is terrible at promos, like straight up. And she's low-key corny in the ring. Like low-key. I hate when she says this. Who wants a souvenir? I hate when she says that shit. When she grabs somebody, like nobody, no, that's not that ain't cool no more. She need to stop saying that. Nobody wants the souvenir. You're not taking nobody's arm and giving it to somebody. Okay, you need to come up with something different. Straight up, Ronda. Look, I was happy when she came back because she looked like she was more serious, more badass, more. When she came back at the Rumble, she was like, she looked like she was business. Yeah. After that, she went back to Ronda that was didn't care, was whiny, bad promos. Like it's like she just doesn't really care. She literally feels like she's there to collect a paycheck. And they're gonna put the title on her. She's gonna win the title. And I think after that, it's just gonna be the division is just gonna be like, okay, because there's nobody really there who's gonna beat Ronda on SmackDown. It's gonna be Sasha. All they got is Sasha, who's in the middle of a tag team with Naomi. Yeah, so she's busy. Unless they have to bring Bayley back, but Bayley's still recuperating, so she's not even cleared, I don't think. So Bayley can't come back. Asuka, I don't think is cleared from her surgery to come back. So who really is gonna face, I don't even know who's on SmackDown. Who else is on SmackDown to really be able to face unless they build up something.
Vega. No, I think she's on Raw.
Selena Vega ain't gonna do, bro. Come on now.
She's the what's the Queen of the Ring title? I forget.
She's the Queen of the Ring, and bro, have you seen? Okay, look, I've seen Selena Vega in person. Okay, when I went to the Mortal Kombat thing, she was there. She a whole 5 foot. She tiny.
Women are really small.
She's tiny. Ronda will kill her. Okay, it is not believable. Okay, same way you think about her, and she's with the thing with Carmella because they're tag teams in the World Tag Team Champions still, which I think they're gonna lose. That's another thing that's irrelevant right now. Now I would like to see, like I said, if they can build up. I mean, they got
saying Asuka's cleared.
If Asuka's cleared, bring back Asuka on SmackDown after the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Asuka will be great. Asuka, Bayley, if she can come back, hopefully. Also, if they want to start building up Shotzi Blackheart, they can start doing that anytime soon because they got her just sitting around doing nothing.
She back there in catering.
She back there in catering with Shelton Benjamin and shit. Eating chicken pot pie, wondering why. But look, whoever they need to get built up over there, I think you're right. They're free agents, so whoever they can get over there to make it believable because they are going to put that title on Ronda. Ain't no way around it. It's gonna happen. I just don't care about this feud. I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a match. It might be decent. It might be good. It might be horrible. It all depends on who wants to show up and work that night. But at the end of
that match is gonna be bad.
It's not gonna be terrible, but it's just gonna be They might surprise us with a good match, but we all know at the end of the day, Ronda's walking out of there champion.
Yeah. It's only like 2 more matches on the first day. So we got Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
Next.
Okay. Okay. We got Seth Rollins versus his mystery opponent.
You mean Cody Rhodes?
Yes, we all.
You mean Cody Rhodes? Now, here's the thing. WWE trying to act like they're trying to be slick right now. So, okay, they have a Twitter account. It's a Twitter account that says like I forget what it is. It's like WWE Vegas. It's basically
Rollins. I know what you're talking about.
So basically, it's like that account's trying to say, oh, he's pretty much like hinting at who he's gonna be. And one of the things that they said was, oh, Seth, just like I took your title from you, I'm gonna take your WrestleMania moment from you. And I was like, Cody Rhodes never took the title off of Seth Rollins, from what I remember, unless it was back in the Indies, but I doubt that. So then I'm thinking, what if it's not Cody Rhodes and it's Samoa Joe?
I don't think Samoa Joe will come back to WWE again. He already got fired twice.
Bro, third time the charm, my nigga. Third time the charm, player.
I would love for it to be somebody like Samoa Joe or who's somebody else. I'm trying to think. It's not going to be Keith Lee. Who's somebody who out there, but they could.
Bro, it only makes sense. Like, if it's not Cody Rhodes, which it should be, it should be Cody Rhodes. If it's not Cody Rhodes, based off that tweet, unless they're trying to swerve us, which I'm pretty sure they're trying, but it's obviously it's not working. But just to say,
Goldberg.
Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. Goldberg leave him, bro. He need to be home. Nobody don't speak his name because he's gonna show up.
My bad.
He like Candyman, bro. You say his name to me.
He said, "What if it's Taker?" Oh hell no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Look, no. Taker. We have just gotten settled into the fact that Taker is retired. Don't have him mess that up.
Don't do this.
Don't do this to that man.
He fucking, bro.
Why they fired Joe? Because they hoes. That's why.
When I was watching that Taker documentary, and he'd be backstage saying, "Man, I need to be out there." No, you don't.
Right? I would have been that dude in the gorilla. No, you don't. No, sir. You better have a seat next to Vince real quick. Put on a head.
You are elderly. Your
put on a headset, Put on a headset, my legend.
When he was back there saying all the hip surgery and stuff he had to get, nah.
I mean, you had a hip surgery after every Mania, bro. That's not right.
Yeah,
you can't have a surgery after every match.
You're not supposed to be getting yearly hip surgeries. That's
exactly,
not
bro.
That doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense at all. So he need to stay home, chill, enjoy his retirement, his well-deserved retirement, and do what he's got to do. But no, it's only 2 options. Cody Rhodes, which is the right option because that's what everybody wants to see. And look, it writes itself. It's going to be a great match. If not, I will accept Samoa Joe because of that tweet. And I don't mind hearing that theme song because that shit knock. But
yes, it's a good theme song.
But if they do bring back Samoa Joe, he better win. They better not fire him again. He can't be fired no more. He got to be for life. He got to have a lifetime contract. He got to have a clause that I can't be fired no more. That's it.
What if it's Hulk Hogan?
Nigga, stop.
You know WWE.
Why you keep saying these horrible individuals' names?
Look, bro, all right. I'm sorry.
Bro, who want to see old ass Hulk Hogan?
WWE be thinking stuff like that will help. You know, they really.
Bro, I've never liked Hulk Hogan. I've never liked Hulk Hogan.
Me neither.
I couldn't stand when every time his music would hit. I swear I get angry. Every time, and I slightly liked Hollywood Hogan.
That was the better version. That was the better version.
Yeah, Hollywood Hogan.
The person I could think of, long shot, but we know it's not going to happen, is The Rock.
Hell no. Bro, The Rock ain't coming. The Rock ain't coming back for nobody but Roman. Don't you even think they would even dare?
It's not going to be The Rock.
They would not waste The Rock on Seth Rollins. Not at all. It's Cody Rhodes, Samoa Joe. One or the other. And it should be Cody Rhodes. But if not, Samoa Joe is the only logical option based off that Twitter account. But if it ain't Samoa...
You just wait for Samoa Joe so bad.
Bro, I don't want it to be Samoa. I want it to be Cody. But I'm saying if it ain't Cody, if they don't give us Cody, and I hear Samoa Joe's music, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Anybody else, it don't make sense, and I don't give a fuck.
We only got one more match on day one. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship.
I've been liking this feud.
It's been good.
It's been good. It's been good. Look, I'm liking this feud. It's getting a lot personal. Bianca is showing the NXT Bianca. The I don't play Bianca. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's really, but she ain't all happy go lucky all the time no more. Okay,
Nope.
I'm liking that. And Becky is bringing out that into her. Her and Becky are having probably one of their best feuds of the year, both of them with each other.
Yeah.
And this is way better than their first feud. Way better than their first feud. Becky got her hair cut by Bianca this past Monday on Raw because she brought up the scissors, tried to sneak attack her, and the tables got turned, and she ended up getting her hair cut and chopped off. So we gonna see how her hair looked on WrestleMania, but yeah, this should be good. I don't know if I want Becky to lose the title though, because I feel like if they give the title back to Bianca, it's the same situation with Ronda. Who does she face? Who does she go against? It's like, but who does anybody go? Because these divisions are so messed up. So it's like, okay, here's the thing. Yeah, give the title to Bianca. Give the title to Bianca, but have a really good opponent for her and have her keep this same edge she's got. Don't let her revert back to happy-go-lucky smiles and kisses Bianca Belair. I want this edgy, still a baby face, but don't play around Bianca Belair. This is the one I like. This is the one that was NXT. This is the one that made her a star. Keep her like this, no matter what. Keep her like this, and she's going to the next level. She already is at that next level, but she's going to be solidified. She's going to be solidified.
I'm also all for Bianca winning. We need retribution for Becky doing our sister dirty in record time. So as a black person, team Bianca every time.
Right.
But I do like the feud they're having. I think they're doing great work. I like the way that like they keep having Bianca slap her with the hair, knowing that's going to keep leaving marks and cutting her and stuff. It's like, okay, if this was like 15 years ago, they probably would have made this like one of those like hair versus hair type matches.
I'm glad they didn't do that. I was thinking they was gonna do. I'm glad they didn't do something stupid like that. I'm glad they didn't do like a hair versus hair match or something like that, because that would have made this whole thing completely dumb and irrelevant. They need to keep this a serious one-on-one match like they're doing, and just make the hair the theme, because the hair being the theme is like they say Bianca's hair or her braid is considered a weapon. It's considered it's left Becky maimed and scarred, and Becky sees it as a threat, so she wants to get rid of it. And Bianca, as a sister, protective of her hair. Don't touch my hair. You know what it is. And it seems like a very petty and small concept, but you see the importance of it and how it's been built. It really it's been making this feud seem very personal and very real and very dope. So based on, and also because the dark matches they've been having, or the live show matches, like Becky got injured on her throat, so then she injured Bianca's throat at the same time on national TV. So yeah, they just been trading these eye for eye jabs with each other. So it's going to culminate and hopefully what will be a great main event.
Definitely.
Did you say Seth Rollins versus Del Rio? See. Don't you do that, bruh. If he come out, if Alberto Del Rio come out, bruh, the whole arena is gonna be like, they're gonna be pissed, bruh.
I never like that man. Not once,
bro.
Not once like Alberto Del Rio. I
Bro.
never understood. Never give a fuck about that man.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. If he ever think about coming out, bro, it's only two options: the right one and the acceptable one. That's it.
You know who we didn't say?
Who?
John Cena.
John Cena.
He might be free now because Peacemaker's already out and done. Like Cena might have time to make a return.
John Cena though, I don't see John Cena talking smack on Twitter about.
He don't. Why are you so caught up in this Twitter?
Because, bro, it's a registered WWE account. They want us to see it. They want us to see this shit, so it matters.
So caught up on this Twitter post,
bro. I'm just saying.
Cena. I wouldn't be mad at John Cena.
But do you really want to?
Cena, he left. He been getting his name up in the movie world. Now he could pop in and pop out when he feel like it.
I mean, I guess I ain't gonna be that excited, but that's cool. It'll be exciting like when he popped out with Roman when he showed up then. It ain't gonna be that exciting because he just left. That happened a few months ago, so it won't be like that. Like, oh my god, John Cena's back. It's got to be Cody. It's got to be Cody. It's got to be Cody. And only say Samoa Joe because, first of all, he's just been done wrong. So for him to come back at WrestleMania and get a big moment like that and then beat Seth, which he should, that would be good for Samoa Joe. But it's got to be Cody. Like, my heart says Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, needs to show up at WrestleMania and face Seth Rollins.
Beans from the East keep saying that this WWE page ain't real, and I don't feel like it's real either.
It probably ain't real. Okay, look, I just be seeing it was circulating. Look, we all
I saw what you was talking about.
So if it ain't real, who cares? The point is this: Cody,
you still gonna believe it? It's real to you, damn it.
It's real to me, damn it. And damn it, Samoa Joe, I'm Joe. I'm ready, bro. I need a muscle buster. I need a coquina clutch. All right, look, I need all that. Look, they done my nigga Joe wrong, bro, for no reason. They did him wrong twice, bro. Why? Because he wasn't part of the right Samoan family. Man, fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here.
So we finished talking about everything from day one. I'm going through day two. We talked about some of these already. So Beans from East keeps saying Gable Stevenson. That's not a bad assumption.
It's not a bad assumption.
I don't know if he's ready for TV yet, though.
I don't think that's a good idea to debut him at a WrestleMania, though. Mm-mm. That's a big stage. I think he should debut after Raw after WrestleMania. That would be good.
That's safer.
That's way safer.
How much wrestling practice he's been getting in?
Yeah, they say he's good. They say he's really good, but I don't think he's TV ready. Or if he is TV ready, I still don't think him debuting at WrestleMania is a good idea. Like Raw after Mania, go for it. WrestleMania, no. Cody Rhodes.
Safer. Guadalupe asked us a second ago. I didn't read it yet. He said, "What's the worst injury you ever got wrestling back in the day?" Define wrestling back in the day, because I didn't wrestle in high school with nothing, unless you meant with my cousins and stuff.
Oh,
let me know in the chat if that's what you meant.
I used to wrestle all the time. Like me and my brothers, I knew how to do the figure four. I was doing the perfect plex, jackknife power bombs, razors edges, all them joints. Nobody ever got hurt. We got lucky. All of us got lucky. We were very.
I've never injured. I don't have no real injuries. Not me or my friends. We never break nothing.
The sharpshooter, Boston Crab, Walls to Jericho, all that. We was
none of that stuff.
We knew how to do it
because we didn't want to get in trouble. So we thought we was going to break each other up just to get broke up. No.
Right. There was we made a rule. There was no moves that can hurt your head or neck. So no power drivers. You know, no like Death Valley drivers or nothing like that. Nothing crazy. You know, submission moves were all up for grabs. You know, so like I said, figure four, sharpshooter, Boston Crab, Walls of Jericho. You know,
really moves.
The camel clutch, all them full Nelson, all them joints was open. Yeah. And then, like I said, you know, the essentials: power bombs, razor's edge, super kicks. Yep. You know, all that. Regular stuff. You know, and we were safe workers. You know.
Yeah. They talking about. Stick said she came for the podcast. Stick. You didn't read.
You didn't read. We said on Twitter. He said DEW Takeover.
It's in the description for the episode.
And you missed. We did talk about some gaming earlier. Yeah, you just missed. First 15, so you just late. You just showed up late. So ain't nothing we can do about that. I apologize, Stick. Like you can stay if you want. You're more than welcome to stay. But if you want to go, there's the dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could watch the VOD, right? But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep doing this.
We're gonna keep doing this because it's WrestleMania week right now. That's big time.
You still here? I thought you said you're just gonna leave.
Right? He enjoying himself.
Yeah, he having a good old time.
He having a good old time. All right, so let's go over to night two. Let's see what night two hitting.
All right, so there's a couple matches we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about the other celebrity match, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
All right,
this build up actually has not been bad. I just don't care about the match.
Same. Yeah, it's been a very entertaining build. Johnny Knoxville's been trolling Sami Zayn ever since before Royal Rumble. Yeah. He leaked his number, had motherfuckers calling his phone number. They was
all
leaking.
That stuff has been great on social media.
Yeah, all that stuff. Their social media interaction has been really entertaining and great. And of course Johnny Knoxville came in and cost Sami Zayn some matches, cost him the title, all kinds of stuff. So what I feel is gonna happen is, because this is pretty much an anything goes match. And it's Johnny Knoxville, so he's gonna do some crazy stunt. It's Johnny Knoxville. He's gonna do some crazy stunts, things like that. But eventually, if Sami Zayn don't win this match, if they keep doing Sami like this, look, I don't know, like, I don't know. Like Sami Zayn, I feel like they're gonna make Johnny Knoxville win this. because they can't have both. Because Logan Paul ain't winning that match, so they can't have both celebrities lose. They got to have a celebrity win, and I feel like Johnny Knoxville is gonna pull some crazy shit, and he's gonna beat Sami Zayn. Now
that's the much safer win because Sammy loses all the time, and Sammy clearly don't care. Remember, he just re-upped his contract like earlier this year, a couple months ago, and extended it. So he don't care. He don't care. He's having a good time in this storyline. Like he don't care if he loses.
He's still getting paid. He don't care. He's like, look. He know for a fact he ain't never gonna touch that world title. He know.
Nah.
He like, bro, I ain't gonna touch that world title, so I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. I'm gonna get it. Look, and like I said, he's comfy at WWE. He ain't got to worry about doing too much because if he gets cut and he goes to AEW or Ring of Honor or New Japan or whatever it is, he's got to actually go work and build himself back up again. You know, here he's safe, so I ain't mad at him about it. But it's like I just don't care about the match either, and I definitely think Johnny Knoxville is going to win this. Johnny Knoxville is going to win this match. It'll be the feel good celebrity win of WrestleMania. That's what's going to happen. You know,
well, we said in the chat, do we think that Chris Rock and Will Smith are going to have a last-minute match at WrestleMania?
Bro, no. Did you not see Will apologize for the situation? You think he going to do all that just for them to show up at WrestleMania? For what?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy, though. You know, Jada come out with Will.
They going to come out to Tupac?
Bro, I was going to say that. Shit, they going to come out to hit him up? Bro, I swear that would be the most... nothing else on that show would matter, bro. Nothing else on that show would ever matter other than Will Smith and Jada coming out to hit him up. You know.
I wonder what Chris Rock will come out to.
Bro, I don't know. MC Gusto? He gonna come out to MC Gusto.
He could come out to MC Gusto. Either that or he could come out to No Sex in the Champagne Room. Or he would come out to the Everybody Hates Chris theme song. He only has a few options.
Exactly.
Will has his own songs and Tupac songs to come out to.
He got way options, right. And he got the momentum in his side. You know, he fresh off the slap. He got the momentum on his side. So look, definitely. I don't know. Look, maybe
another match on day 2: Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Okay, so again, I don't care about this match either. However, I don't know which way this is going to go because Pat McAfee, if you never see Pat McAfee wrestle, he was actually pretty good in NXT. He was really good.
He's not bad.
So he's not bad in the ring. Now, mind you, I don't know how much ring rust he has, how much he's been practicing in between doing shows and commentary and things like that to get ready. I don't know. So I don't know how good he is from NXT, Pat McAfee, because it's been a minute. Austin Theory right now is on a little bit of a hot streak. He's got the co-sign from Vince McMahon. He just beat the Intercontinental Champion. He's great in the ring. He's a good heel. People hate him. He's got everything on his side right now. So I feel like Austin Theory might end up squeaking this win on some fuckery, but I feel like he might end up winning. I think what's going to happen is Pat McAfee's going to put up a good fight, and I think Austin Theory is just going to pull some harebrained heel move and end up winning. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to give Pat McAfee a clean win over Austin Theory because Pat McAfee winning or losing doesn't matter because he's on commentary. It doesn't matter. So him winning doesn't do much for Pat McAfee. Austin Theory, on the other hand, him winning just solidifies how much people are going to hate him and how much of a heel he's going to build up to be. So it makes sense for Austin Theory to win this match. And if you think about it, like, because Vince McMahon gave Pat McAfee the show on his podcast, and that's also Austin Theory's Vince McMahon's sort of like right-hand pet project. So Austin could be like, yeah, Vince set you up the entire time. You know, like it was my idea for him to go on your show and set it up and blah, blah, blah. Oh, they can spin this some way to make, Austin feel like, he's, it was all, to make him look better at the end of the day. And that's the best way to go about it. Cause like I said, Pat McAfee winning a match does not do anything for Pat McAfee, and it does nothing but hurt Austin Theory and what they're trying to do with him. So I'm going with Austin Theory to win this match. On some fuckery, but he's going to win.
I also think Austin Theory is going to win that match. I do too. We got 3 more. We got the women's triple threat tag team match. We got Zelina and Carmella versus, I think this is a 4-way. Sorry.
It's fatal 4-way.
It's fatal 4-way. Then you got Naomi and Sasha Banks, their team. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, our team. And then Natalya and Shayna Baszler, our team.
I got to go with my queens. Got to go with the Black Queens.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know who else I'd vote for, but it wouldn't
Now,
make sense to
the
me.
only other team I would go for, and it's only because of Liv Morgan, would be Liv and Rhea, because I
Mhm.
want Liv to kind of get something, because she had that little run where she could have been the champion. They weren't going to put it on her, but I think this will be a
Mhm.
good consolation prize for her to have some sort of a title on her. Rhea Ripley has already been a tag team champion, and she's also been a world a SmackDown or Raw Women's Champion.
One of them,
So
yeah.
so her winning this just past her stats, but also having her next to Liv Morgan kind of helps bring up Liv a little bit, being next to Rhea. But I don't think them holding those titles is going to build up as strong as if Sasha and Naomi hold them. If Sasha and Naomi get those titles, I feel like they're going to put some more importance and they're going to
Yeah.
put more effort into making those titles mean something more rather than the other teams. So that's why I want. That's also why I want Sasha and Naomi to win the
What
titles.
if Sasha and Naomi win it, and then they come back and join the bloodline because Naomi is married to an Uso?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen because Sasha's not in the bloodline. They ain't adopting niggas. They ain't no.
You right.
She like,
You
oh,
right.
she ain't in
You
the
right.
fam. No. So
You know
that
what I'm saying? You right.
so
She not technically blood, so yeah, she ain't
and
counting.
Sasha and Naomi's technically not blood. She's just blood by marriage. She's just in there by
Yeah,
marriage.
you
So
right. You right.
so that would be a stretch. Only way that she should be in the bloodline, which we just Naomi by herself if she ends up becoming the champion again, solo champion. And they had a chance to do that back a few months ago when she was doing the
Yeah.
shit with Sonya Deville,
Yep,
and
that bullshit. Yeah.
and they didn't bite on it the right way. So I think it's pretty much over and done with at this point, or for now. So yeah, the best thing put her in a it's sort of a team bad reunion minus Tamina.
Tamina, yeah. Because Tamina's stuck in 24/7 land.
Yeah, about to get married to Tozawa and some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that I don't even.
Wrestling is so crazy.
It
We've been
is.
talking about these serious storylines, and all of a sudden we gotta switch over to niggas is getting married randomly.
Right. Dana Brooke and Reggie getting married, and then
Because she
Tozawa.
said she don't like him multiple
Right,
weeks in a row.
right. She was playing hard to get. Apparently, look.
Apparently.
It's the acrobats. It's the flips.
Yep, that's what it
Right.
is.
That's how he'd be flipping in that thing. I bet you can do some Cirque du Soleil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what got to be doing because she definitely changed her mind. So
Right.
he did something.
Look, he doing something.
2 more matches. Edge versus AJ Styles.
Now this is one I'm looking forward to.
Yes, it's gonna be a good match.
This is one of my top 3 matches I'm looking forward to the entire WrestleMania. Now the build on this thing hasn't been as great as I want it to be. I'm not like I understand what they're trying to do with Edge, making him this really, really sinister heel. But like I said, I think they're overproducing it. They're dialing it back a little bit, but they're still kind of overproducing it. I feel like it's still not like the true rated R superstar heel Edge we got back in the day. So, but regardless of that, Edge in the ring has been great since he's came back. Every match has been a hit. All the stuff he's done with Seth Rollins, the stuff he did with Roman, stuff with Daniel Bryan, all that stuff. Ever since he's came back, he's been the shit in the ring. I love it. So, and AJ is AJ. He's gonna show up and perform every single night. You ain't gonna worry about that. So I feel like these two in the ring are gonna put on a great match. So I just hope, like I said, it lives up to expectations. I don't want people to overhype it like they did with Nakamura and Styles, because that was disappointing when they did it for the world title. But I do think if they let AJ and Edge just give them the freedom to work and do what they do best, this will be the match, probably the match of the night.
I think so too.
And I think who wins? This one's tough because they both need a win.
They both need a win.
They both need a big win. Edge needs a big win.
No, Edge don't need a win because Edge and his wife just stomped out Miz and Maurice.
That don't count, bruh.
That don't count. Why not?
That don't count. Nigga, a win over the Miz don't count, bruh. What you mean?
Hey, the Miz is a multi-time champion.
I don't give a fuck if he a multi-time champion. He ain't. That don't matter, bruh. And now look where he at, in a tag team with Logan Paul. Right. As I was saying, that don't count. So Edge need a big win, okay? Because Edge needs a big win. AJ needs a big win because now he's finally branched off from Almost, and he needs to build himself back up as a serious singles contender. So excuse me, I feel like I want AJ.
I'm on AJ.
I want AJ to. I want AJ to win. I do want AJ to win because I feel like AJ does need to be positioned and build up again to be back into the title picture because they need him there. Edge, he's a legend. He doesn't need the title anymore at all. You know, he just needs to put on good matches. So him losing won't be it won't be that great for his new character, but it could. But actually, what it could do is if he loses, it could just dive him deeper into that psycho crazy Edge even more. So it could fuel him to be more menacing and more crazy. So they can do that with his character after him losing to AJ, or they can just keep the feud going. AJ gets a win at WrestleMania, and then Edge snaps, beats the shit out of AJ after the match, and then it continues on into the next couple months. And then we have an AJ and a 3-part AJ and Edge feud like they did with Rollins. Same thing.
Yeah, I'm team AJ on this one. I think AJ needs this win more, in my opinion. So
yeah, I'm cool with AJ winning. Yeah, he needs it because he needs to get built back up. So yeah, I'll go with AJ as well.
All right, only one match left. That's Roman versus Brock. The title unification match.
Yep. There's only one right answer. Acknowledge him, for he will forever be the tribal chief. Now, don't get me wrong. I have been loving Cowboy Brock Lesnar. I love the new Brock Lesnar. I love how much fun he's having. He's doing promos. He's being a whole new character. He's brought out another side of him that we haven't seen since early days of Brock. However, this is Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. This is the best work Roman has been doing of his entire career. This man is the longest reigning Universal Champion, and he has been dominant. He brought the bloodline up with the Usos. He's got Paul Heyman. He's got everything. That man needs that title. The title is so fused into this character with Roman. He has to have it. He can't lose it yet. Not to Brock. And think about it. How much more powerful and how much more dominant and how much more arrogant and how much more I am the head of a table that Roman will be once he wins that second title and unifies this and says, I'm the only champion. I am your champion. There's no debating it. I am the one.
You have to acknowledge it.
You have to acknowledge me. That is going to send him up to the echelon of echelons of superstardom with this thing. And then, and only then, do you start building up the person to take Roman out. That's the time when we need to start figuring out who's going to take that title off Roman. So he beats Brock. He has to beat Brock. And then we start building up some new person. Somebody new. Maybe it is Gable Stevenson. Who knows? Somebody new. Get them as hot as possible and dominant.
Building up Butch.
Nigga. Hey, bro, I love Pete Dunne. I don't know who that nigga Butch is. Pete Dunne?
I don't know no Butch.
Pete Dunne's my nigga. Butch? Yeah. Nigga, no. I don't know who that is. But no.
Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna build up to face Roman next.
They need to put somebody brand new. They need to make a new star. They can't. That's the only way that all this stuff they've done with Roman will make sense. However, before that happens, he needs to hold this unified title up until he finally gets The Rock. Whenever that is. So if
I have no idea when.
Now, here's the thing, because people are saying, "Oh, Roman has held the title for so long. This is a perfect way for him to hold it for another year." Because technically, now he's holding a new title. He's holding a unified title. So he's not the Universal Champion or the WWE Champion. He's the unified, whatever they want to call it. I think they're calling it the Unified World Heavyweight Champion, whatever they're going to call it. But now he'll have this new title, and now he could run a whole nother year with this.
Or as another option, what if he keeps him? What if he just defends both at different times? So that way, even if he loses one, he still doesn't matter because he could still be the Universal Champ. He just dropped the WWE belt sometime or something.
No, Roman can't lose a title. That's not what you.
I'm sorry.
You're not understanding this, my brother. He cannot lose a title, no matter if he got 1, 2, 10. He can't lose none of them shits. Okay, none. So that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I was thinking like how the AEW did Kenny Omega, where Kenny Omega was holding like 3 belts, and
right?
He was gradually losing them.
But that's Kenny Omega though, and he was in Impact. He was in AAA and all these other promotions, so that's different. Roman's in WWE. He's only in WWE. So what they need to do, like I said, after he beat Brock Lesnar on Sunday, and he got them 2 titles held up on Monday Night Raw, they're going to have a whole presentation, and they are going to unveil a new unified, or on SmackDown, maybe Smack because he's on SmackDown, or on SmackDown, they're going to unveil a new unified championship belt, a new title. Is Roman's. And what he can do is he can defend that title on both shows now. So now, what it does is it condenses, it consolidates both of the top divisions. So now we can get those matches. We can get Roman versus Riddle and AJ and Ed and all, because like now he's the champion, you know. So I think that's what they have to do. Now you can say, oh, he holds both titles. No, give him one grand title and say, you know what, you got to take, and whoever takes this title off me, they are a made man. But he gonna hold on to that joint for a whole nother year until next WrestleMania, when The Rock finally show up. He's gonna beat The Rock, become the real true head of the table, even in his family. And at that point, the beginning of the end of Roman Reigns starts. That's when the beginning of the transition starts.
I think he could hold it, and then they'll have to start bringing in part timers, like you said, either like The Rock or John Cena or something to come in and give him a challenge.
So no. Yeah, they could, but they've been doing that already. They already did Cena. They already did, Goldberg. They already did these part timers. They did that last year or this year, between last year and this year. That's why they got to build up. That's what I'm saying. So now you got to start looking at your roster.
The only thing that bothers me is this is such a good Brock, dog. Like,
it really is.
Brock's best character.
It really is.
This is the most entertaining Brock has ever been.
It truly is. But let me tell you something. Yes, it's true. I agree. This is the best. I wish we would have got this Brock years ago. Then we wouldn't have hated him so much. Like Brock, Paul Heyman leaving Brock was the best thing forever for Brock. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like Paul Heyman, I feel like hindered Brock down so much. Paul Heyman is so much more better with Roman Reigns because he doesn't have to be the mouthpiece. Roman Reigns can speak for himself, and so it works better. Brock,
I didn't know Brock was this entertaining.
Bro, you don't remember Brock from back in the day when he first came around? When he was pushing niggas in wheelchairs. He was pushing niggas down wheelchairs and shit, bro.
I remember that shit.
This man was out here, bro. Man, bro. Early Brock was wild as fuck, bro. That man didn't give a shit, bro. He was doing all the most reckless shit in the world, man. Like, no. But no, I love this Brock, bro. I do. But even still, he doesn't. But the thing about this Brock, he don't need the title to be loved and good. He can still be this Brock without the championship. Roman can't be the tribal chief without the championship. He can't be the head of the table without that title. Okay, that's what it is. And the only way that it matters for him to lose that title is for him to lose it to somebody, to when it goes into them, it matters and it makes them a legit megastar. So whoever it is, like I said, you got some. If you unify that title, Roman can go against, if they build him up, Nakamura, Riddle. If you want to try to do it, Ricochet. I mean, maybe, probably
either Ricochet or Finn Balor. I think Finn could do it.
Finn was already in there. Finn was already got a shot.
Finn was the first Universal Champion. He can easily bring that back as a storyline if they finally.
But they've already done that. They've already done that, and then they had him doing the Duke Deuce. They had him doing the Duke Deuce on the floor. You know.
You right.
Right, bro.
Good about that.
So like they already did that. So it's like, all right, what? Let's put some new opponents in there. Let's put, like I said, some new opponents. Like I said, bring in, if you want to bring like Sheamus is building up a nice little faction. Let Sheamus get a shot. If you want to bring back Drew McIntyre, do that. Bobby Lashley's back. Bring him. Let him and Lashley run for a little bit. You know,
I think they're gonna try to bring Almost into the picture, but I think Almost is on Raw. Something that's gonna work.
Well, if it's a unified title, like I said, Roman can go anywhere. Roman can defend that title to whoever who's ready to step up. That's it.
Yeah.
So
now I'm thinking, all right. So we went through day 1 and day 2. We mapped them all out. What do you think is going to happen first of all, we don't know what's happening this Friday on SmackDown, but it's mainly going to be, only thing I care about this Friday is figuring out if the New Day is going to talk about anything and who's going to win this triple threat match with Ricochet.
So there's not really much of note for this Friday other than that. So We'll see what happens on Friday. I don't think they're going to do any big surprises or reveals.
They'll wait for the Raw after Mania. Now, Raw after Mania, do you think we'll see Gable Stevenson?
I think no. We're gonna get Veer Mahan.
Oh, they did say Veer finally coming on.
Yeah, we getting Veer Mahan. We getting Veer Mahan after.
There is no way he will be able to do anything to live up to the hype they built for this man.
Nope.
It is a wrap for him.
He is on
a ride.
I was just about to say that this man is only way. Okay, look, the only way Veer Mahan gets any kind, because like it didn't even matter if he attacks Finn Balor. It don't matter. He got to go straight for Roman.
Yeah,
out the gate.
He gotta
go straight for Roman.
Roman or slap Brock. Somebody. Right? He gotta attack somebody.
Now here's the thing. You just made a good point. If Brock loses, Brock is still here. Brock can come out, be like, hey, it is what it is. I lost. And then we get Veer Mahan come out. Yeah. I challenge Brock Lesnar. And then him and Brock just go at it. And Brock, if Brock wants to put over Veer Mahan, that would be a great first step for Veer Mahan. Because I doubt they'll do it. I don't know how good Veer is in the ring. I know he's did some matches on like main event, but I haven't watched him. So what I hope they don't do is they just debut him and put him up against some jobber and a quick win and that's it. No, he needs to debut with an impact, literally. And if he don't, like you said, dead on arrival, because everybody's already made a joke of him.
Oh yeah. So they dragged this shit out for months.
Because they didn't know what to do with him. And that's the problem. Like, if you didn't know what to do with him, why would you even bother saying, oh, he's on the way, he's coming, blah, 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 and this and that? Because nobody cares. They did the same thing when they did the Emelina thing back in the day with Emma, with her repackaging. And it became a running joke. And then when she finally debuted, nobody cared. And that shit was dead on arrival again. So, yeah. So I don't think we're going to... Well, look, it's Raw after Mania. So if anything, we'll get Veer Mahan on Raw, and then we might get Gable Stevenson on SmackDown.
But I think Gable could be a big like I know like they're pitching him as like their future star, but I think they need to align him with a really good team. Like I feel like I think the best two options for Gable, right? Fresh out. I think he either needs to join Alpha Academy. It fits his whole gimmick.
Yeah.
Of like real wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Like wearing singlets and shit. They would be like the new version of Kurt Angle's faction. You know what I'm saying? Or he tries to align with Brock, since like they basically pitched him like the new Brock, like the new beast. And I remember Brock came out, Brock was like this big collegiate wrestling star. Like Brock was such a big deal. If he could be like Brock's protege, he would be a beast. He'd be one of the scariest people in the industry if he can become like Brock's protege.
Yeah. I said Brock wants to do that, though.
As if Brock wants to do that.
Right, because I never seen Brock having a protege. He seems like that dude who just like kind of does his own.
You never thought Brock would do any of the shit he's doing now.
True, but like you think you can see Brock playing that protege, playing how I got a protege, I got somebody under me. Brock likes to handle business himself. So for him to have somebody, him stand aside and watch somebody do some work, Brock got that action. He said, "Nah, I'm getting it done." So I think that would be dope though. If he does step outside of his box and do that, that'd be really cool. And it's again another shade of showing Brock branching out and doing more things. Will he do it? I'm not sure. So I think it would be cool too. But I feel like if we know we're getting Veer Mahan on Raw, and Brock I don't know if Brock's gonna just become a free agent again or if he's gonna bounce back and forth or whatever it is. But if he does decide to stay on Raw, yeah, and you want to make a splash with this Veer Mahan character, have him just go straight up against Brock. You know, don't even have Brock cut a promo in the ring, and then just have Veer Mahan just come out and ambush Brock. Don't play his music, don't do nothing. Just come out of nowhere and just beat the shit out of Brock. Out of nowhere. Because Brock is over as a babyface, so people are gonna hate it. People are gonna hate it, and they're this is Veer Mahan coming in, and then next thing you know, made man, automatically. That's what they should do with Veer Mahan.
He's gonna be the talk of the town if he attacked Brock.
Yep. And if he beat him up, like if he really gives a good beat down on Brock and leaves Brock laying, that's all he needs. That's all he needs. So again, but we make too much sense over here at DEW, Kev. Because you know they ain't gonna do none of this shit.
Hell no.
They gonna debut him against Humberto Carrillo.
They're gonna have Veer going up against Alberto. Or
He gonna be going against Akira Tozawa.
He gonna fuck around and go against Finn Balor and beat Finn Balor in his first week.
Right? Some dumb shit that don't need to happen. Like look, gonna make our champions look bad.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Unless your name is Roman Reigns. All the other champions. Only one. Or unless you in the bloodline. But yeah, other than that, like I feel like this, like the card isn't amazing. There are some really great matches on here. There are some sort of matches that, you know, we really don't care about. But I do like the fact that they are making WrestleMania 2 nights. And because if they try to cram all this in one show, it'd just be like the WrestleManias before would be like 8-hour long WrestleManias, and it was just too much. So I like the fact that they do have them split up into 2 days, which also is fair because like both of the WrestleMania Royal Rumble winners get to the main event. Well, actually no, because Ronda and Charlotte aren't main eventing, are they? No,
I don't know. They're not. They better not be.
Yeah, I don't know if they shouldn't be. Shit, they ain't. They build up ain't enough. Like I think the main event should be, because I think they said Seth is gonna main event whoever debuts. I think that's gonna become the main event. I don't know. We'll see. Because you don't know, they might change some things around. But yeah, it should be. It's like I said, AJ and Edge, Brock and Roman. Definitely going to be the 2 highlights for night 2. Becky and Bianca for night 1. And
you just saying that the KO show is held on night 1. That's a weird way to end off the show, though.
Why would the KO show close the show? Close the night 1. That should be in the middle of the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking that feels like a middle of the show type of thing.
That needs to be in the middle of the show. Like after like the Drew McIntyre Happy Corbin shit, do that.
Yeah.
So people stop being upset. Bruh, who gives a fuck about Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin, bruh? Like that's
we've already said we don't care about Drew McIntyre, but obviously we're in the minority. Right? Drew has to have fans somewhere the way they keep pushing him.
They overdid Drew so much, bro. Like they ruined Drew. He used to be like, I used to love like Drew McIntyre when he was first coming up, bro. I was like, yo, this dude is gonna be like big. And then they just kept going with him. They kept giving this nigga title shots, bro. They didn't read the room. It's like, bro, it's other niggas out here, bro. Like, so yeah. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be like I said, prepare for some swerves. Prepare for, you know, probably some surprises, maybe. Like I said, like we don't know if it's Cody Rhodes going to face Seth, or if it's Samoa Joe, or if it's Hulk Hogan, or The Undertaker, introduced by Teddy Long. Gonna come. If Teddy Long comes out, it's The Undertaker.
Yeah.
If Teddy Long walks out, we already know it's The Undertaker.
Yes.
But whoever does debut, I hope it's a good match. But yeah, it has to be Cody Rhodes. And yeah, and don't forget, y'all, as well. Not only is WrestleMania happening, the CPU Rumble is happening too, y'all.
Yep.
Don't forget. Now, the question is so usually we do our CPU Rumbles on Saturday, which we will do. Usually we do them Saturday at 3 p.m. Although I have a work engagement earlier in the day. I don't know if I can be able to get here at 3, but it will go down, and it will go down before WrestleMania Night 1 starts. So just make sure you look out for the flyer. All that will be hammered out. And we will be using the new game, WWE 2K22, this time around. So we're gonna be seeing CPU Rumble goodness on the next gen. No more 2K19, y'all. We done moved on up and moved on out. So make sure, and it is a women's Rumble. So it will be the ladies this time. So make sure you look out for the flyers. So I had to point that out there real quick within the show before I forget. And we'll remind you again.
You had to retire.
Yeah.
He wins everything, bro. He had to retire.
You already won one, Diogo. You retired. You already.
He won the one. He won the last one where the prize pool was like, it was like 200 something.
It was the rollover pot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the rollover pot, and he won with Akira Tozawa.
Yeah.
That, bro, there was so many flags on the play. We gotta let you go, bro. We gotta let you retire, bro. You're doing too much. First of all, you already got the title belt from the CPU Cup. You already got the greatest record of all time. Then you hop over to the CPU Rumble and you win with the most impossible individual.
Yeah.
You win with him. The biggest pot we've had so far. bruh.
Yeah.
You can't come here no more.
He just stay taking our money. Like he just stay
Right?
collecting money from us. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Like the Diogen just running shop, bro. He deboing everybody out here, and y'all need to stand up to this man. Y'all need to stop letting him do this to y'all. Y'all need to stop from him doing this to y'all.
Yeah.
It's not right. I can't do nothing about it, but y'all can.
Yeah.
Shout out to Diogen, though. He's forever the GOAT.
Yeah.
Forever the GOAT. But yeah, so that's all for I guess WrestleMania weekend, Raw after Mania, WWE talk. Before we get out of here, I do want to touch on, is there anything going on in the world of AEW that we want to touch on before then? I will say this. I want to say this. I don't know, because we haven't talked wrestling in a while. I want to say this. Congrats to Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
For becoming the new AEW Women's Champion. It was time.
Yes.
It was time. She did it in her hometown. She beat Dr. Britt Baker, who was a great champion, one of my favorite AEW Women's Champions. The DMD. I'm pro DMD all day, but it was time.
She beat on Stone Cold Day too.
Exactly. She beat on Stone Cold Day. So yeah, congrats to Thunder Rosa. It was time for that title to move on to the next superstar. I feel like she's gonna do well with that title. Britt Baker did a good job holding on to it. So now it's time for a nice lengthy run with Thunder Rosa. Who she goes up against, I don't know yet. We got to see who's building up in the power rankings, but yeah, very, very, very much deserve it. I really look forward to that. Also, what I'm liking, Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, William Regal, the new name. You know the new name, right?
What?
The new name, the Blackpool Fight Club. Is it? Yeah, is it the Blackpool Fight Club? Yes, the Blackpool Fight Club, I believe is what it's called. Let me double check.
Yeah, double check that, because I saw he was over there, but I didn't know that they had a new team name. But this is
no, the Blackpool. No, it is. Hold on, the Blackpool Combat Club. That's what it is.
Even better.
Yeah.
This is what Bryan Danielson said he wanted anyway. He tried to come to Moxley one-on-one. Was like, hey, bro, let's you know what I'm saying, let's make a faction. And then Moxley was like, nah, I want to fight. So then they fight. And then William Regal came out, and then he was like, I know how to unify these niggas together.
Right.
So this is what Danielson wanted to begin with.
Right, exactly. And like they had a tag team match on, I believe it was this past Dynamite. They had a great showing. And this is when they actually announced their name, the Blackpool Combat Club. And I think this is going to be really, really good for a lot of reasons. Number one, first of all, they're going to become tag team champions. But sooner or later, it's happening. But I also think the Blackpool Combat Club is going to be that new faction. They're just going to start bringing in people who really are on a level of like, okay, they'll have these individual accolades, but they're just they're good. Blackpool Combat Club about to be the new fucking Avengers. It's about to be the Justice League of AEW. I'm going to say that right now. Okay? They about to get the wildest, best, biggest motherfuckers that they can in that club, who have ties to William Regal, of course. So I see Keith Lee in there eventually. I feel like they're going to pull in all these people from NXT who Regal was kind of like affiliated with, who kind of show. Look, imagine if Regal pulls together a NXT WWE like faction, all these people who were back in the other company, and he puts them in the Blackpool Combat Club, and they just start running shit, bro. And he's just over it, and he's built his own version of like an NXT stable in AEW. Man, that'd be crazy. 4:30 in the building. What up, B?
He ain't talking shit.
In here talking shit, bro. Ain't you on vacation, bro?
He supposed to be.
Bro.
You said AEW has too many factions. I don't mind the factions, because I don't know if you watch New Japan or not, but New Japan basically all factions.
It's all factions. It's gang shit over there, bro.
Yeah. And New Japan, if you're not in the gang, you ain't gonna make it nowhere.
Exactly. It's prison rules out there, bro. Don't you know that? Look, think about all the factions and all the factions that happen and come and go and things like that. It's cool. It's cool. And that's how it used to be back in the day. It's old school wrestling. It was factions all over the place. Factions, teams, groups, cliques, all that shit. And that's why.
It's just some have become more famous than others. Like people want to talk about the NWO, but don't forget there was still the Wolf Pack. You know what I'm saying? There's still the Four Horsemen. Like there was other factions that was out there.
Exactly. So it's about what faction is better, what faction and it's usually each faction has a lead or a star, and it's essentially it's gang warfare in AEW, bro. It's faction versus faction, bro. And that's what you want. Like, you want to have that. So
and it helps them spread the wrestlers out, because then it's like if we just have two factions facing, we don't have to have the same two people wrestling every week. You could be like, well, this guy's fighting this guy because this group don't like this group now. Like
exactly.
They could mix and match performers, or they could just put on more big old tag team matches. That way people don't have to work as hard. Like it helps the workers not have to work as hard when there's factions.
Right. So I'm all with it, and like I said, I like this William Regal bringing together Moxley and Danielson, and I feel like more people. I think they're going to start slow with these two, and then they're going to slowly bring in new members that really make sense, and are legitimate, and it's just going to make them a dominant force in AEW, because I don't see. And I don't think that, and the funniest part about it is I don't see them needing to have they can have like the tag titles, but I really don't see them needing to have any real titles around them. They could just be a dominant faction that just goes around and just beating the shit out of motherfuckers.
Yeah, all they care about is violence. They don't care about titles.
Right, exactly. And like I said, you can insert them into these high profile feuds, because like who don't want to see Bryan Danielson or Jon Moxley, in a match in AEW, because they're both doing their thing. So it's like you can insert them in like anywhere. Like, we can get another, like I said, eventually what I want to see Adam Cole versus Bryan Danielson again, because they had a great match back in WWE when on that SmackDown when NXT invaded. I want to see that happen again. And the thing about it is Adam Cole is in line for the championship, I believe.
Yes, he is.
So if he ends up getting the title, I want to see that happen. And I don't want Bryan to win, but I'm just saying I want to see that match again. So you can insert them into there. So yeah, look out! I'm keeping my eye on this Blackpool Combat Club and what Regal's putting together, because it is very, very dope. I'm trying to think, is there anything else for AEW that I really that's happened?
I didn't watch them last week, but I saw something. And they doing something with Hook.
Yeah, Hook. Well, I like Hook. First of all,
I like Hook too.
I like Hook too.
Something.
But Hook has been on Rampage only. I don't think he's debuted on Dynamite anytime. But Hook is really good. He did something. I forget the dude who looks like a mime or something like that. But he wasn't shook by him or something like that. Something like that. Hook just being a badass, quiet dude. Like, because I don't think Hook has even spoke once yet since he's been on his debut. He just show up. I don't think so either. He just show up, do his matches, win, and leave. So
Danhausen, Beans.
Danhausen. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You said the mime looking
nigga. I forget his name. It slipped my mind. It's too many wrestler niggas out here, bro. It's hard to remember them all on the top of my head, bro. That's why we got niggas like Beans out here. He's staying on top of it. But the mime looking. See, he knew what I was talking about though.
He did. Yeah, because my brain was confused. I said, what?
Man, but yeah, like I'm gonna try to keep an eye out, and also CM Punk. Oh yeah, CM Punk had a great match as well, and he was signaling towards wanting to capture a title as well. He did this after he won, so I don't know if that means the AEW title, the TNT title, but CM Punk wants gold.
Reason for I don't think he needs to hold the AEW title. He can go TNT title.
I think TNT title would be good for Punk. Yeah, I don't think he needs to have the AEW. I mean, eventually he's gonna have it. But I don't think it's any rush for it. And I think who's got the title now? Because he just took it off Sammy Guevara.
Look at it right now.
Yeah. Beans might know. Beans, who just won the TNT title? Who took it off Sammy Guevara? His name escapes me. It's too many niggas.
Is it? Oh, you talking about Scorpio Sky?
Scorpio Sky. Yeah, I knew it was started with S. Scorpio Sky. Yeah. There we go. So Scorpio Sky just won the title. He's been on a tear. He's been doing good in the power rankings. Really good matches. Had a great match against Sammy Guevara. Won the title. So Scorpio Sky CM Punk match don't sound bad to me. Don't sound bad to me at all. And CM Punk has been having some really good matches since he's come back. Yeah. So
he been bleeding a lot too.
That too. He's been, look, hey,
he been bleeding everywhere.
That man been getting cut. But yeah. So I think they definitely build up towards the Scorpio Sky CM Punk feud for the TNT title. And if you want to put a title on Punk, but let's not do it now. Let Scorpio Sky live a little bit with that title. Let Scorpio Sky live a little bit. Let him get a couple defenses under. Don't immediately take it off of him for the sake of having it on Punk. Because I don't see a reason for a Punk to fast track and go straight up to the world title. I want that on Adam Cole next. I want Adam Cole to have that title next.
What they gonna do with my boy? You know what I'm saying? I just had his name. Oh no, it was right here, but then it left. As I was talking. The nigga who put his hands in his pockets. Why can't I remember?
Oh, Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy. Oh my God.
Freshly Squeezed.
I forgot his name. Freshly Squeezed. I remember the Freshly Squeezed part, but the Orange Cassidy left my brain as I was talking. That's my dog. Yeah. I wanted him to win that ladder match so bad.
Me too.
But I do.
But here's the thing.
A lot. So.
Yeah, I like Wardlow too, and Wardlow and MJF are having this nice little feud going on too. So I'm enjoying what they're doing right now, and they're building up Wardlow pretty good. Yeah. Orange Cassidy is super safe. Orange Cassidy is that type of wrestler. Like he doesn't need. His character is so over and good. He don't need. He can have a title, but if he don't have a title, he's still over. Whenever he show up, people are gonna just love Orange Cassidy just because of what he does and how he acts. So he can have that at any time. I want him to end up being the champion, but whenever he wins it, it's going to be a big deal. So it's not a rush for that.
I just want to know how he's going to act as champion. I just want
to see how
much. Like I don't know if he's going to act the same way, but it's like I'm going to just be confused. It's going to be interesting.
That's what's going to be dope about it. Yeah.
Yeah, like how little can he care about this championship?
He going to look at it and go like put it over his shoulder. He's going to go and then walk away, just shrug his shoulders, and then put his hands in the pocket and just walk out. That's it. I'm like, yo, and that's gonna be the most dopest shit in the world. Shout out to Orange Cassidy. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of superstars, a lot of wrestlers in AEW, who I want to see succeed to the top. There's so many though, because you want the Orange Cassidys, you want the Adam Coles, you want, the Keith Lees, you want the Wardlows, you want. There's so many out there, and they can only do so much so soon. You don't want everybody to kind of like be, fast track. So I think with AEW buying Ring of Honor, what I think would be cool too is if they kind of like branched out some of their talent from AEW and started to like move them over to Ring of Honor. Some of sort of like the upstarts, because you have AEW Dark. They have the dark matches and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think they should not get rid of AEW Dark, but just kind of slowly transition some of that talent or some of those people over to the Ring of Honor that they're doing, and help, kind of spread things out and make Ring of Honor that first level of developmental, and then build you up, and then you go to AEW Dark, and then you get into the bigger shows. That way, everything.
Ring of Honor, they got their card this Friday.
Super card, yeah. What's going on?
Super Card of Honor is this Friday, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's good to see that Ring of Honor still kicking out there too. It's a lot of, like I said, a lot of wrestling promotions around here. Wrestling is in a healthy place, y'all. It really is. So there's so much out there. AEW, GCW, AAA, Impact still kicking. WWE, of course,
it's still kicking.
Impact.
I don't watch it, but
I don't either.
They're doing good enough to stay around. So
I mean, they outside. They in the gymnasium doing their thing.
That's the gymnasium.
You know them niggas in the gym, bro. You see how small that fucking venue is, bro? Them niggas is at Jim Johnson High School somewhere, bro. Shout out to Impact still doing their thing. But yeah, that's pretty much all. That's pretty much it for this DEW takeover. We went over a lot. We went over WrestleMania. We gave y'all some AEW. A little bit of everything, and we hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. We appreciate y'all sticking around, chilling with us, not being too much of a hater. There are a couple haters in the chat, but you know how it is. You know how it is out here.
There was few and far between.
But we will be back next week for another gaming week, and hopefully,
I don't even know we playing yet.
We're supposed to be playing Uno, from what I remember.
You're supposed to be Uno.
So if BZ and Tyler show up, if these niggas want to show up to work, nigga, then we can play. and we can play some Uno. If not, DEW Takeover 3. The post WrestleMania post show Mania recap. So y'all better show up if y'all want DEW Takeover 3. Because we'll take over this shit, bro.
Oh, easily.
All day.
So much to talk about.
It's so much. Y'all don't want that. I mean, we do, but y'all probably don't. So tell BZ and Tyler to get their ass back to work next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we will see y'all. A lot going on. So remember, the CPU Rumble will be on my channel, twitch.tv/GranddadWooly. Of course, DEW on the commentary. It will be a Royal Rumble match, 30 women Royal Rumble. WWE 2K22 will be the game. The flyer will release probably on Thursday. It will be on Saturday. Not sure if 3 o'clock is still locked in, but it will be sometime in the afternoon. So just make sure that you are tuned in and you get them entries in early, just in case you missed the stream. At least you're entered in, so you don't want to miss out on that paper. You don't want to miss out on that moolah. All right. So make sure you get them entries in, and that's pretty much it. Before we get up out of here, though, Kev, you got anything going on that you want to tell them about?
Been looking for a new Hold Down episode. This weekend's battle rap was just a failure, so I'm just going to do a quick video, just like a quick one, because ain't no real battles to get into, honestly. I'll probably do that another time. So yeah, be on the lookout for a Hold Down video dropping either sometime tomorrow or Thursday, one of those two. And then this Friday, I also got the Odd Friday. It's going to be, who is it again? I forget. Hold on.
Oh, it's Odd Friday again so soon? Well, what's the battle?
Every other Friday. It's quick as hell. Who is it again?
Who is it?
Nigga, I'm there.
Y'all didn't even announce it, did y'all?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
They did. And I don't remember. Oh, Houston versus Memphis this Friday.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be good. But this is
going to be good.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Who got Houston?
This is going to be good. BZ got Houston.
Oh, okay. All right.
BZ got Houston.
All right, that's be good. Make sure I check that one out. All right, cool. And as for me, y'all, I wanted to stream the Returnal update. I wanted to stream some Kirby. I wanted to do all that, y'all. But what had happened was, you can't see it. Okay, you can't see it. But look, that's a microphone. I've been working on this new album, y'all. I've been recording the album. I've shifted my studio into the house to be able to more efficiently record this album at a better pace. So I've been locked in daily, making this to get this album out to y'all. So
did you get a new chair for recording?
This one right here. This is the one I'm doing, bro. I've been sitting down the whole time, laying it down. It's crispy. Comfy as hell too. But the whole while I'm sitting down, nigga, all day. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm once I get this knocked out and done, I'm gonna try to get back on my streaming schedule. But yeah, this is taking definite precedence. This is definitely in the forefront because I want to get this knocked out and done because some surprises are in store for this album, and I want to get it done and out to y'all ASAP. But once I do that, we're gonna definitely get back to the streaming. But like I said, that CPU Rumble is happening this weekend, so tune in for that. And that's pretty much all. And like I said, we will see y'all back on my next week for Uno with the whole crew. Game night. Should be fun. But we'll see y'all for WrestleMania CPU Rumble on my channel. Make sure y'all tune in on Saturday. And that's what it is. DEW, Granddaughter, the Unstoppable Bloodbath. Yep. You can't stop us. We taking over, nigga. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your night, and we are out. Peace out.
Peace.
What up, y'all? Beans? What up, Radio right here? What up, Beans? You know what a DEW. DEW.
Yeah, I like it. See, y'all come through the
y'all
DEW
coming
energy early.
Exactly. They know what time it is.
DE or DEW?
Say DEW.
DEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even know. Yeah. Yeah. See? We out here.